were taking photographs of Evan's car for a magazine, so I said I'd just bring you for a spin. You can have a look at it and we'll talk to Evan about his Starlet, because it's a pretty cool car. I know a lot of you have been asking in the comments about this car, and it's always in the background of the other car. Fucking hell. Look at this shit. I had to put the wipers back in. It's just like dangling down. Same as the headlights. Like the inside truly matches the outside. Right, so you need to get the screwdriver. I think this fell off the car.
The lambda sensor.
Yeah, that's my lambda sensor.
When I drove off?
Maybe, or maybe when I drove off.
That's off your cat. Or it's off the manifold.
Team lad. Look at those jam bonds. You need to show someone a jam bond. Here is a jam bond. Ireland's finest nonsense. So yeah, Aiden's done some work here, as you can see. This is the engine that we had in one of the videos a while back. Looks pretty good. Full word talk, nice manifold, nice throttle bodies at the side. Aiden owns this car, and we're going to take photographs of this along with Evan's. Hello, Evan. 2 photo shoots. Great. 2 money pits. Here it is.
Give her second, lad.
Straight to second.
Turn on the ignition, will ya?
Whoa! Kind of forget that you own this, because it's never, it's never out. It's a classic situation here now. It's winter now and it's fucking freezing. 2 lovely cars. Talk about your steering column.
Oh yeah.
So
it's fucking serious, look.
when you see this for adjustment, holy shit.
Oh man.
Where did it come from? Malta.
Malta.
All the way from Malta to move this much.
It took a week of evenings to fit it, and then it just did this.
So yeah, 1 week of labour to move an inch. We're gonna go get petrol, fuel or gas, whatever you call it. Oh yeah, you got the bell. You have it on a button though, do you?
Yeah,
that's cheap.
They put a knife in it.
Most Japanese cars in the 80s came with a bell, well the Toyotas. So when you were going over 100 kilometers an hour, this little bell would just gently remind you that you're speeding. Evan has put his on a switch because it gets really fucking annoying when you're going over 100 kilometers an hour and it's just doing that for hours. So this car actually started its life as a granny mobile. He bought it off someone that was 87 years of age, and a lot of them are gone now because they were either used for demolition derby or they were crashed because they got really cheap for a while. Finished it about 3 years ago when I was in Canada, and he was building it for about 2.5 years. A lot of these parts, well, are out of the turbo version, like the gauges and stuff, the column, all these pieces and shit. These are all out of the turbo model. A lot of kind of like nerdy stuff that, like, if you're just the average car enthusiast and you didn't know anything about these cars, you wouldn't notice that stuff. Optional tray
For my burgers.
for his burgers. So yeah, there's a Starlet turbo engine in this 40 FTE. The wing mirrors are a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
But it actually looks really cool in here. Very much so complements the inside of the vehicle. These little Japanese dinky cars you guys are fucking around with. Petrol. Yeah! Using my photo camera to take photos of Evan's car.
This is an engine, Neil.
This is an engine. Right, so it's an engine out of an EP91 Glanza.
Yeah.
And he's done a nice little side exit here as well. Your car's a mullet.
Funny
Jap
because-
wings, because is the indicator here on the
Yeah,
Irish
the
ones?
just relocated on.
So he didn't actually cut these in. These are actually Japanese wing-mounted mirrors for a Starlet. Credit to you.
When you look at it, there's not that much of a difference.
Yeah, but there's a lot of subtle stuff that you've done to the car. I just wanted to ask him questions and make him really awkward and annoy the shit out of him.
I hate the sound of my own voice, you know what I mean?
Fully restored, top to bottom, nut and bolt restoration. But they've become a classic car now, like they're not around anymore.
Yeah, like you'd think that's 30 years old now.
So it's a 30-year-old car, like. It's nice, it's good, well done. I'll start on you. Yeah, the Sylvia's not starting, so we have to jump start it again. The clouds are in the way. It's just not working. Everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. Aiden, here he is. This guy, hello. Aiden has the Vitara. Alright! And he also has this and that 8.6 and another Sylvia. Basically, this is Aiden's S14. It's always in the shed. He never uses it. I don't know, he just built it and then forgot about it. What colour is it? Ginger ale. So it's a Ford Kuga colour.
Yeah, I knew Ford.
Alright. The cool thing about this is Aiden actually built it from a bare shell. Basically, you travel the country.
Yeah, just travel to friends of friends and anywhere someone had a car.
So bits came from everywhere. These came from Cork. This came from... The shell was a Waterford shell, but where?
Shell got it in Tipperary.
Tipperary, the shell ended up in.
JDM distro wheels.
JDM distro wheels. Seats from Waterford off of Rob. Ganadors from Cork. It's a Navin front bumper for people that like know about S14s. But you found it in a dump, basically. It was mashed underneath a car in a scrapyard on the other side of Ireland. Integra Type R front lip. So the eyelids were got on a stag in Killarney. Cool things like these little badges and stuff, especially this one is super rare. It just came off of a scrap car in a dump. Like, this is a kooky rear spoiler that he like stepped back. It's just a very subtle touch. Aiden travelled all of Ireland. It's a pretty small country, but still just shaking hands with people and making random deals, and he eventually just pieced this whole car together out of just random bits and bobs that were just left around the place. Nice dent.
Skidding with the battery loose.
The battery came loose. Another thing that's cool is Aiden has a Drift S14. He built the same engines to the same spec, pretty much the same car, but one to be a street car and one to be his. It's kind of like hidden the front mount in behind here.
Mapped for 300 at Steve.
Yeah, 300, so nice, good. You can kind of see the telltale signs of all the other cars. Hey! Hey! When you see this, check this Supra with the Veal side kit. Whoa! Holy shit! Proper like 1999 spec. So the neons work under like sounds, watch. Yeah. I'll jump in for the crack. The trick to watch. Yeah, they. It's funny that we jacked it up the first night. We're seeing what we can take off on the lift before we take everything else out. Right, so that's the fucking hole you can see inside.
Here.
here. Look at that. Jesus. You can see it was bait in Japan for a bit more clearance for the lock. It'll be interesting to see when it gets blasted what's left of the car.
Yeah. We're under the fucking car.
What a feature.
We're gonna get some fucking shit.
Right, so we're going to start here now. We're going to take off the exhaust. Oh. Hi everyone. I just want to say quickly, thank you again for, following our videos. Thank you for buying stuff from the shop. The SpideyCon sticker thing was kind of funny. I'm pretty happy that people are still interested. You're still interested in what we're doing, what's going on with the car. Building the A86 is the main thing. But I'd like to put some other stuff in there too, because there's a lot of interesting stuff happening. Let me know if you like this kind of stuff. Let me know what you'd like to see in the videos. Yeah, let us know. Like and subscribe, and tell your friends about us, maybe. I don't know. Don't be afraid to comment. We like your comments. We read everything. We get a kick out of it. Thank you for commenting and, sharing and stuff. We're all super grateful that you're getting entertainment out of this. Things are going to get really interesting with the car really, really soon. Yeah, thanks. And stay tuned for more, I guess.